Lesson 14. Two Ways to Learn a Hymn, written by Manoj Das. Let me introduce with you the characters of this story. Number 1, King. Number 2, Minister. Number 3, Gardeners. Now let us know about the topic. This story is based on the topic of dedication, practice and discipline required to have command on chanting a certain hymns, that is, songs of praise to God. In this story, we will come to know how the minister teaches the king a lesson of true dedication and penance required in learning a certain hymns so that they can become effective. Before starting with the explanation of the chapter, let us know something about the author. Manoj Das is an Indian author who writes in Odia and English. In 2000, Manoj Das was awarded with Saraswati Samman. He was awarded Padma Shri in 2001, the fourth highest civilian award in India. Padma Bhushan in 2020, the third highest civilian award in India for his contribution in the field of literature and education. Once, a minister wanted 6 months' leave. So he went to the king and requested him to grant leave. The king asked the minister for the reason of taking so long leave. At this, the minister told the king that he wanted to go to a holy place to learn a certain mantra, and for this he had to reside in a hermitage for its practice. Now students, you can see here there is one king and one minister. Now here the minister wanted 6 months leave to go to a hermitage. Hermitage is a place where saints live and they do meditation. Now the minister wanted to go there and learn one mantra, and for this he requested the king to grant 6 months leave. The king asked the minister whether he wanted to learn the entire Rigveda by heart. The minister replied that he wanted to learn Gayatri Mantra, an invocation to the sun god, which is short but its significance is great. The king was surprised to hear this and told the king that this mantra is very short and you have a good memory to learn it. But the minister insisted him for the leave. Now here the minister wanted 6 month leave to learn Gayatri Mantra, which is a shlok. You can say a hymn, a short hymn. But he needed 6 months to learn that hymn. The king told the minister to come next day and meet him. The minister noticed a twinkle of triumph in the eyes of the king when he saw him the next day in the royal garden. As soon as the king saw the minister, he began to recite the hymn Gayatri. After reciting the hymn, the king told the minister that it took a few minutes to remember it. Now the king told the minister to come and meet him next day in the royal garden. Now when the minister went next day to meet him, the minister noticed that there was a victory in the eyes of king. And as soon as the king saw the minister, he started reciting the Gayatri Mantra. The king further asked the minister why he requires 6 months to learn such a small mantra. At this, the minister replied calmly to pardon him and told the king that you had not learned the hymn properly. At this, the king became embarrassed and asked the minister to point out his mistake related to pronunciation or missing any word. The minister replied the king that neither the pronunciation nor any word was missed while reciting the hymn, but you had not learned the hymn. So after listening the hymn from the king, the minister told the king that okay, you have learned the hymn but you have not learned it correctly. Now the king became embarrassed. Embarrassed means ashamed. And he told the minister to point out his pronunciation mistake or any missing word. The king recited the hymn again and again, but the minister was not convinced. Now the king got very angry and asked the minister to prove that he had not learned the hymn. The minister told the king that he will prove it, but it may be in a daring and bold way. The king ordered the minister to prove it by any means. The minister looked around and called the two gardeners and ordered them to bring a rope. The gardeners brought the rope. Now the minister ordered them to tie the king to the tree nearby. The gardeners could not believe their ears and stood with surprise. The minister again repeated his order. By then, the king was sure that the minister had lost his sanity. The king looked at the gardeners and ordered them to tie the minister to the tree. Now, after listening to the hymns narrated by or recited by the king, the minister was not convinced that the king had learned the hymn. Now, in order to prove it, he looked around and called the two gardeners and ordered them to bring a rope. The gardeners brought the rope. Now, when the minister told them to tie the king to the tree, they were not ready and they looked at him with surprise. Now the king thought that the minister has lost his sanity. Sanity means the thinking state, the mind. Now his mind is not stable. When the king ordered the gardeners to tie the minister, they immediately obeyed his order and tied the minister to the tree. Now the minister tried to explain the king the reason about his drama. He told the king, "We uttered the same words, passed the same order, and to the same servants. But your words were more effective than mine, because your words had authority behind them, and my words had none. The same truth is applicable to the hymns. It is not enough to be able to recite them. One must master the power behind them and earn the right to chant them with discipline and dedicated practice so that they are effective." The king understood and apologized to the minister. Now here the minister through his drama explained the king that you have authority. In the same way, the hymns also get authority when they are learned in a disciplined and dedicated way. So the king understood and apologized the minister. Now I will narrate this story. Section 2, Two Ways to Learn a Hymn. Part 1. "My lord, I pray for leave for a period of 6 months," said the minister. "Leading your family to some distant place for a long holiday, are you?" asked the king. "No, my lord." "Then, going on a pilgrimage?" "My lord, I propose to be at a holy place, no doubt, and reside in the hermitage of a great sage, but not for the sake of pilgrimage." "Then, to learn a certain mantra and to practice it, my lord?" "Do you propose to learn the entire Rigveda by heart?" "Why do you need such a long time for learning a single mantra?" questioned the king. "You are endowed with an excellent memory." "My lord, the mantra I propose to learn is short, but great is its significance," said the minister. "What is it about?" "It is known as the Gayatri, an invocation to the sun god." "We will decide about your request tomorrow," said the king. The minister could notice a twinkle of triumph in the eyes of the king when he saw him the next day in the royal garden. The strolling king stopped and smiled, and even before the minister had the time to greet him, began to recite the hymn Gayatri. Well, my dear minister, he said with a chuckle, our priest wrote it down and it took but a few minutes to remember it. What on earth made you think that you must need 6 months to learn this much? You surely were not kidding. Pardon me, my lord, but you have not learned the hymn, calmly said the minister. Did I miss any word? Was my pronunciation defective? Asked an embarrassed king. No, my lord, neither did you miss any word, nor was your pronunciation defective. But you have not learnt the hymn. The king recited the hymn once again and asked in a stern voice, are you now convinced that I have indeed learned the hymn? I am sorry, my lord, but you have not learned the hymn. Have you gone crazy? I hope not, my lord. Do you wish to drive me crazy? That is far from my intention, my lord. Then prove that I have not learned the hymn. Call any scholar of your choice, and I am prepared to recite it again, proposed the king. My lord, I will try to prove that you have not learned the hymn without calling any scholar. But my word or action is bound to appear audacious, and you must bear with it. Prove by whatever means you can, said the king impatiently. The minister looked around. Two gardeners were watering the plants. He called out to them and they came running. Fetch a strong rope for me, ordered the minister. One of the gardeners brought the rope. Good. Now tie the king to the tree yonder, ordered the minister. The gardeners could not believe their ears. They stood gaping. I say, tie the king to the tree, the minister repeated his order. By then, the king was sure that the minister had lost his sanity. He looked at the gardeners. Tie the minister to the tree, he ordered. At once the gardeners proceeded to execute the order. The minister offered no resistance. He smiled looking at the king. After he had been tied, he asked, my lord, did you understand the meaning of this small drama? What did you expect me to understand? Both you and I uttered the same words, passed the same order, and to the same servants. But my words produced no effect. Your words proved effective immediately. So the king asked, even though he had begun to grasp the meaning of the minister's statement, my lord, your words had authority behind them. My words had none. The same truth is applicable to the hymns. It is not enough to be able to recite them. One must master the power behind them and earn the right to chant them so that they are effective. That requires some discipline and dedicated practice. Only then the hymns can become meaningful, explained the minister. The king understood and apologized to the minister and embraced him while untying himself. Students, hope you have understood this topic. Thank you.